Well, everybody, it's another beautiful morning out. Oh, 45 degrees. Yesterday was crazy. Had a couple deliveries. Actually, I went and got these here, but had a few deliveries. And that right there is the tree. Won't mean much to a lot of people, but it's not much. There's a few bad logs in there, but there's probably 1,000 feet. And the neighbor called me up, said they was doing a lot clearing, and they guess the mills, most of them around here, shut down because of that COVID there. So anyway, we got a few short ones there, but so that right there is what we had come in. Hauled them on the back of the 1-ton, and it was one of those things that there was trucks lined up and I couldn't do any video in, but I'll show you the best part of what happened yesterday was down back. We what was it, about 12:30, tractor trailer drove up in front of the house. Of course, I can't back into the driveway because, you know, loaded tractor trailer smashed the blacktop all up. And so he was setting out in the middle of the road, because I told them when they called up, said they were coming, I said, do not pull off the edge of the road or you'll be there. Because of course the mud is unbelievable right now. But out back here, it's the only place I could find that I could find a place to put it out of the way. I'm going to unpack it here in about 10 minutes, and I'll bring you along when I unpack it. But what we got was a CJ3A body tub kit, and as you can see, that right there is what it is. Came from Quadratec, and you know, you're supposed to, you know, make sure that stuff is, you know, is there damage to the box. Well, this here, I didn't do this. This stuff was all crushed up. And, you know, they had run into this thing bad enough that the horns shoved right out through. But I couldn't see any damage to it other than the primer. And I did pull this piece off, even though the back, we didn't dent that. They did that. I mean, the thing had been hit, you know, numerous times. Pretty damn hard. But I opened it up. You can see these sides. They all looked good on both sides. You know, these back pieces here look good. So I believe we're going to be all right. I'm going to unpack it here about 10 minutes. I'll shut you off and go get a tripod, and we'll see how this is packed. Well, as you can see, without all the garbage in there, pretty nice looking body. It may not be suitable for a purist, but you know, I guarantee I can have a lot of fun sitting in that when I put my seats into it and get a powertrain on it. Don't think it looks too bad. You know, as with all MD1 stuff, you know, a lot of it's beat on with a ball peen hammer. And, you know, this one here actually looked better than the CJ5. I don't know what that's all about. I guess that's where the hood was resting. But that's all right. That paint's going to be gone by a foot anyway after a few hundred miles. And, yeah, it actually looks pretty good. The CJ5, this whole assembly in here, that stuff had been massaged with a ball peen hammer like you can't believe, and it really looked rough. And it ain't bad now. Well, you can see right here they've done some, you know, some peening and stuff. But it's all right. I mean, I hate body work, and I think this is really going to be pretty good when it's all said and done. You know, this is all still straight, nothing bent there. This body is better than the CJ5 up along this edge. It was all rippled and dented. Matter of fact, it's still there. I can show it to you when I get it out here in another week or two. This here, I believe, is smaller than the originals. The original, because I just cut one out of my old one that I threw away, was a little bit bigger. So I thought I could put mine right into it. But what I'll do is I'll buy another tailgate probably. Have this one extra. The hood's going to be extra. I'll show you why in just a second. I got a perfect hood. You know, a little bit of rust there. That must have been worn off before it went across the seas. Because as you know, this was made in the Philippines. But the rest, nah, that one's just started. But nothing I can't take care of with some sandpaper and a little primer. Overall, I'm real happy with it. I was a little skeptical, and I still got some more stuff to take apart here, but I think it's going to be all right. Nothing that, you know, nothing we can't fix, I guess. So, anyway, I'll go show you that hood I've got. I've got a real nice hood. Well, you know, it's still got it's got its age on it, I guess you'd say, a patina, but there's no dents in it, which is really all that matters. And there's no rust on it, which is even better, because I hate rust. And see if I can get in the building. I shut it up the other night for that snow. But maybe I'll turn the lights on even in here. I don't know if it'll help or not, but this here is my hood. And as you can see, you know, it's got the willies on it. It's just, there's no dents in it. You know, the paint's gone, but it's an exceptional hood for the age of it. It hadn't gotten dented or knocked in. So, and the hinge still works. So I'm in pretty good shape on that. And I'm going to use this one, providing it fits, you know. They might have changed this top or something a ½ inch or something. Who knows? You know, I got to make sure it'll fit that body. It should. You know, because they're supposed to be replacement stuff. So, anyway, that's about all there is to the body. Pretty happy it came yesterday. I was actually afraid it's non-essential. I ordered it, of course, before they'd shut down half the country. And I really didn't know if it was going to come. But now that it's came, I can do some sandblasting. And I've got the rivets, the rear cross members, and all that stuff to fix the frame 100%. And, you know, even if I don't have the engine rebuilt, if I can't get the engine parts, I can still mount the body, get stuff mounted, you know, and I can do the rear ends and all that stuff as time permits and money permits. You know, it's kind of it goes both ways there, I guess. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed. That's kind of what you got to expect. Haven't got one of those boxes yet that wasn't stove up pretty bad. I was surprised that the windshield gasket was there, the frame gasket to the hood. I didn't realize that came with it. I'm kind of glad it did. That's taped to the back of the windshield frame. You know, they didn't have to give us that. That was kind of nice. So I got everything, you know, to mount that. That strip there just lays up here. And I don't actually remember whether or not it's bolted onto the cowl and how it's held on. I'd have to look at the old one, pick it up and look at it. But yeah, so that's what to expect if you buy one of these. And as far as the mounts fitting the frame, there's a simple solution to that. You take when I sandblast that, before I sandblast it, I'm going to grind all the rivets, knock off all the mounts, every one of them. I'll sandblast the frame. That'll get me in behind the mounts, get everything all primed, painted. I'll glass bead both of the, well, there's what, 6 is there of them mounts? There might be more than 6, I don't know. But I'll glass bead all them, get them all painted and primed. Then you set this body on and you line up the back end where the back end has to be, which I'll show you later. And then everything else, you go to wherever your hat channel is, hold that mount up underneath the frame, you know, put your mount on it and everything, get everything the right height. It takes a while, a lot of dubbing. Put your pucks down there, get everything where you want it, mark it, drill it. Grade 8, 3/8 bolts with grade 8 lock nuts, and torque them. Don't frig around by impacts. Torque them like they're supposed to be, because you know, you take the stretch out of a grade 8 bolt and it's not worth a nickel, and there is stretch in them. So anyway, this is I just noticed this is this MD1. This is what the actual list of stuff is. I don't know how good you can see that, but you know, so that's what they send you in this thing. It's without grill for CJ3A. And like I've said before, my grill is up over the top of the barn. It's actually in this building right here, up over the top. Them little stairs there by that John Deere. I put it up there to keep it from getting stove up. Yeah, so that's all for today, everybody. We'll keep you informed how this goes. Talk to you later.